But welcome in. This week we're doing something a little bit different, and I guess we can talk about that in our stand-up as well once we get over there. But yes, I just wanted to address the microphone. The microphone this week will probably be like this unless I can find a way to fix my Rode mic to put it on some sort of stand thing, which I don't think is going to happen. But hey, you never know. Show us the new setup? Oh, I guess I could totally do that. Maybe. You can use my webcam. So we need to start streaming in 23 minutes. What? Why? Oh, and also today I do have to head out early because I have an early meeting today that I have to get to. So we'll be stopping the stream about a half hour early, unfortunately. Oh, yes, Sponge, is exactly what's gonna happen. Oh, Aaron, I hate you. Oh my God, what a noob. I can show you on this cam. Yeah, let me show this to you. Yeah, I think we're good. This is what the setup looks like currently. So if you see right here, the screen on the right is my MacBook using NDI, and the screen on the left is my desktop. So like there's my desktop right there, and yeah, there it is. That's the setup. I know it's freaking massive, right? Sorry, the wire only goes so far. Yeah, and that's, if anyone's curious, that's how I have my OBS set up usually. I put a very sliver on the left, and yeah, my Twitch stuff in the middle there. But yes, welcome. This is the setup. There's the thing. Oh, there's my Michael Scott poster. If any of you have never seen this, one of my most prized possessions, because Michael Scott is the best. Yeah, so just as a heads up, both of these screens right now, like the two sections, are running at 1440p. 1440p at 60 hertz. Yeah. Yeah, guys, this monitor is like literally the best thing I've ever owned in my life. It's incredible. What's the Razer mouse? Oh, the Razer mouse is a Mamba wireless. No, so when you do split screen mode, it only supports 60 hertz, and I've set it to be 2560 by 1440. Oh, monitor, that's a great command. Let me add that too. Let's add that in here before we get started. Michael Scott. 2 4K monitors over here? Nah, this is perfect for me. The what is this thing? The curve in itself, like I didn't think the curve, I thought the curve was potentially going to be a gimmick, but it's like, it's freaking awesome. Not gonna lie. And I've never used a curved monitor in my life. All right, let me add this. And then, yeah, then we should probably like go to our stand-up, eh? Hey there, matey. Alright, monitor should now be in there, friends. Hey, Move, welcome. Nice to see ya. Yeah, you have a good one too. Thanks for being here. Stop, Rushki. Nice to see you, dude. Yeah, so I just bought this last week. It's a monitor. It's a monitor. I know. And all I'm waiting now is for my freaking 3080 to come in stock. But they're nowhere to be found. So rip that, folks. Let's go ahead and get over to the stand up. I will see you over there. Raise me up. Yeah. Stand up. Wow, this feels so weird to not have a microphone. I kind of like it. I feel like I should get like a lapel mic or something, right? And just like stick it right here. But folks, welcome in. If you've never been to our stand-up before, stand-up's a time for us to talk about what we did last time on stream, what we're doing today, and if we're currently blocked by anything. So it's kind of weird because obviously like we haven't streamed for like a week. So we're just gonna start on a fresh, brand new slate here. And this is our stand-up room. So you can see here that all of our beautiful friends here of the Pixologic Dev crew are here in the stand-up, either in some sort of safe suit or an animal. An animal, yeah. The monitor is 32 by 9. Yeah, it's crazy. It's literally massive. It's 49 inches. Oh, is that a stock? Oh, rip. Okay, hold on. It's because I forgot to do it. It's not out of stock. Give me 1 second. You're gonna have to bear with me as I get back into the groove of this. Wait, what? Stop. Yes, it's crazy. Even just like with a week of. No, it shouldn't be. It should be in stock. What do you mean? I see it. See it right here. Or you should be allowed to use it. You called me an animal. No, maybe. I don't know. Yes, this is a new stand-up Umami Nami if you haven't been here for a while. Oh, I'm never gonna order it, Sponge. Never. Never, never. It won't let you? Oh, sorry. There we go. My bad. Alright, here we go. Yes. All should be good now. Just refresh the page. And you should be good to go. But folks, today we are doing something a little different like I was saying. I've had an app out for a while in Apple's App Store called Cycles. It's a daily habit creator that helps you build habits on a weekly basis by allowing you to enter these custom habits and setting up these kind of smart notifications, as I like to call them, that allow you to complete this habit throughout the day. And it's been in the App Store for a while. And iOS 14 just hit last Friday or something. And I realized I haven't actually updated anything or tested anything out. So I thought, hey, what a good time. Like, let's go ahead. Let's see if the app needs any updates. Maybe try to do some new fancy iOS stuff. And yeah, that's what we're going to pretty much work on today. So today is really just opening up the project, seeing what's going on, and start working on some stuff as we go through it. I will warn you, and it's scary. This code is going to probably be some of the worst code you've ever seen in your life. I built this when I first started learning programming, and it's just a spaghetti monster everywhere. So don't judge too hard, but also be prepared. And oh yes, fun fact: this was the first thing that I ever streamed on Twitch. Is I actually streamed this doing development of this app. So this is kind of like it's a fun time. Sponge, thanks for redeeming your add yourself to the stand-up. Beautiful. Let me go ahead and add that in real quick. You were just waiting for this. I love it, man. Thank you so much for using your points here. Yes, let me go ahead and get this open. Okay, cool. Beautiful. Adding you in right now. Full rewrite? Probably not. Yeah, it was when you first joined. So, no, Rushki, this is even worse, my friend. This is even worse. If I can remember, there was some stuff I was doing in here that I was like, I think when I last looked at this when iOS 13 came out, I was like, it's pretty bad. It was pretty bad. And so, and I get emails probably like couple times a month from people, and they're like, "Hey, BT Dubs, there's a bug. Can you update it?" And I haven't updated it, so this is, maybe we can look into some of those as well. Where did this go? Why did it leave me? Hello. Oh man, I gotta save it again. I don't think it actually saved. Wait, what? Oh, that's weird. Okay. Hopefully that should do it. Alright, let's try this. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. Cycle something some of us can contribute to in like a few weeks time. No, this is still a closed source project. I haven't spent enough time to go through and delete a bunch of crap on there that shouldn't be there for open source use. So unfortunately, no. But yes, that brings up a really good point. Hacktober is starting literally in like a week and a couple days. So yes, we will be talking more about that as we get a tad bit closer. I don't know where to put this sponge, man. I feel like we can put it like right here. Sponge, thanks for adding the sponge next to me. Tesla, my favorite little cat, man. I would take some anti-allergy pills for this cat. That is for sure. Hopefully one day. There we go. Actually, right here, like here. All right, like right here. Yeah, buddy. Yes, join the Discord if you want more information on that. All right, beautiful, folks. Thanks for being here for the stand-up. Appreciate y'all. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. Woo! Alright, I got it. Now I gotta fix my camera here. A little bit. It's been weird with this keyboard cam. Okay, hopefully that should do the trick. Yeah, so before we get started, wanted to show you a little bit about this. So this, let's actually start here. This is actually the landing page that I made for this app as well a while back. GetCyclesApp.com. One fun thing that we added actually probably some point last year is this counter for how many cycles have been completed. So this was probably added like maybe 10 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. And these are real completions. So like someone completes a cycle on their app and it updates in our database. And so we've had 14,538 habits completed. Freaking awesome. I always love looking at this number. So this updates as people go through it. There's literally, no, there's nothing to do with GDRP here. It's literally a number. It's just an int value that's saved. But yeah, this is the landing page. It just gives you a little bit of information about the app. It is an Apple Watch app as well. So it has a companion app. And then look, here's young Alec. Look at this guy. Look at this guy with that haircut. Who the heck is this guy? Actually, I don't think that was that long ago. It was like 2 years ago? Maybe? Not even? Oh yeah, ironically the shirt. My Hacktoberfest shirt. Hacktober, let's go. That's actually really funny. Nice. Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of where I started with that. And yeah, we have this cool little like iPhone animation here as well, which is really cool. And then yeah, this is just like the actual app page. So if you go to the App Store, you can see this is what it is. Yeah. Short-haired Alec, yeah. That was me back in the day. Back in the good old day. Yeah, so you can see that the last time we updated this, version 134 came out October 4th, 2019. We are literally like pretty much a year for the next update. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what we got here. But this is Cycles. Um, Man, what a time. I love working on this thing. It's one of those projects that I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of, no matter how hard I want to or how bad I want to. Also, this is me opening up iOS 14, or not iOS 14, Xcode 12 for the first time. I haven't actually used the non-beta version, so welcome as well. See you, B. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good day at class. I'll talk to you soon. We should probably make this a little larger, huh? Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah. Let me know. That should probably be better, hopefully. All right. Let's go again. Started. So we got... I guess I should probably build the app first is probably a good idea, right? Let's start... Let's go on... Let's go with an iPhone 11 Pro. Yeah, man. Whew. An app for ants. Yeah, it's an app for ants. Yeah, let me know if it's too small. I think this should be probably large enough. So one cool thing that I did with this project is I actually set up a bunch of different like app configs to do them for dev, beta, and production. So instead of having to change a bunch of stuff, all I had to do was switch to these different apps, and you could have essentially a dev, beta, and production app all running on the same device, which is pretty cool. It's still too small? Okay. How about now? Oh no. We're probably going to run into some issues right now. So again, I'm using NDI now with my MacBook. Oh, and as this thing builds, it's probably gonna get messed up. What's up, Stacking? Yo, dude. Yep, and we're going back to the basics, man. We're going back. Going back to the old school basics. But while this builds, we can talk a little bit about more of this stuff. Oh, I have some changes here. I updated the model. What did I update? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So fun fact about Cycles. Cycles is actually uses all local storage, and not local storage in the traditional sense. It uses a this thing called user defaults, which is actually only supposed to be used for kind of like small data sets and user settings for your app. I didn't know that when I built this, so I built the whole app around this thing. And yeah, here we are. Oh my god. 2016. Holy cow. That changes based on the emotes that are used in Chat Sponge. Still increase it? How about that? Hopefully that's better. But yeah, this is Cycles. So you see that we have this really cool stuff here. Yeah, awesome. Pretty much you press get started. Let's press allow. First thing you want to do, hey, type in the task that Cycles will help you turn into a habit. Being a better streamer. There we go. Dollar click stick. Hey, thanks, Marka. I used to have, so I worked on this with someone who did all the design work behind it. He left very early on, but yeah, he actually made those assets in After Effects, and then we just put it into the app. Yeah, they're freaking sick. But yeah, so then you have that, and then it says, hey, you know, this is how many times a day you want to work on this habit. So let's go with 10 times a day. What's next? How often do you want to work on this habit? You can do every day, weekdays, weekends, and then you can see the check marks change with that. that took me a lot of work. I remember back in the day. Oh man, yeah. Or you can actually just start putting in custom stuff here, so you can do like that. The check mark should have actually applied. But let's say we want to do, what days do I stream? Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Press next, and then you can set the, oh, they have a new picker! Yo, this picker looks sick. Oh my god, thank goodness. And so this stuff actually has some haptic on it as well. Dude, this picker, thank god. Alright, so I start my stream around 5:30. So we're gonna start this at 5. Press add cycle. Oh, and this right here, don't worry about that. This is literally just for beta testing to actually ping an alert. But there it is. There's our cycle. We have some swipe events here, mute, delete, as well as complete here. We have some edit options that you have here in this pill. You can go to settings here, talk about rating cycles, contact me, and some support. And then you can actually mute or unmute all of your cycles with this bell here. Yeah. Yeah, it already has an integration with Apple Watch, Mark. Yeah. No days. Yeah. And then this will actually give you updated time on when your next checkpoint's coming in. So if we did something like alert, oh, coming in the next minute. Yeah. So we should see, hopefully, a push notification come through. Yeah, I'm just showcasing it right now, but this is what we're going to be working on today. Yeah, there it is. So then you'll see, hey, being a better streamer, remember to work on your habit. These like little messages right here are actually just random prompts that I've added into the app. And so you can do everything through the notification, or you can come in here. Oh, I don't think it'll actually update. Oh, it crashed. RIP. We got a bug. Oh, there's a main thread issue. Interesting. Okay. We should probably start writing these bugs down as well. Hey, Arndor, what's up? Hey, just working on an older app here. Yeah. This is actually just notes. Cool. I'm gonna close that. Oh, rip. Yep, it's yeah, check it out right there. It's called Cycles. It's a way to build better habits. All right, let's put this here. Cycles, bugs. So as we go through the app, we'll definitely add some bugs here. So dismissing push notification when app is in foreground. Crashes app as it's trying to do something on the main thread. Awesome. Okay, cool. So first test. So this is actually running iOS 14. Everything seems to be working like pretty nice right now, honestly, which is great. Yo, Flutter was good, Arndor. Yeah. Thanks for asking. It was a good time. We do have another goal. If we hit 200 subs by the end of September, which is in about 8 days, we will do another week of Flutter. Yeah, so a couple things to note here. So this is the app delegate. This is where the whole app starts. Oh, another thing is we got to get rid of Crashlytics. Crashlytics is not a thing anymore on yeah, it's not a thing. It's part of Firebase. So if we actually want to get this working, remove updates Crashlytics. If we actually want to get this thing working, we need to remove that stuff there for sure. Yes. Oh, and 200 squats. Thank you, Sponge. Yep. How much do you do with Twitch? What do you mean? Like, I'm not sure. And you received your first Twitch payment yesterday, last week? Nice. Okay, cool. OG Jake. Jesus Christ. Really? Alright, that is one that I will not put in. I'm sorry. That hits too close to home. But feel free to change it to something else. Yeah, we can veto that. Yeah, so I think first thing I want to do here, I really didn't have a plan. I wanted to see first of all if the app worked, and it looks like it's working, which is great. Yeah, I think the first thing I want to do is kind of just go through the initial flow of the app via code. We can talk about it a little more and then update things as we see fit. Biden 2020, no political references. That's all I'm saying. No political stuff in my code, please. Let's rewrite the whole thing in Swift UI. Ah, man, maybe. Yeah, thanks, Dynamite. Yeah, hey Zion, feel free to go into the Discord. We have a great community over there. People will help you out with stuff. What was I gonna do? I totally just forgot what I was gonna do. I don't remember. Chris Baldwin, what's up? Yeah, buddy, that's how we do it. That's how we get it done. Welcome in. The Nomad player, hey. Honestly, depends. Depends on what you're working on. If you want something quick, easy, cross-platform, React Native, I think is pretty top tier. Flutter's coming in hot with that as well. If you want something with a lot more control, better performance, something like Native Swift would probably be what you're looking for. But welcome in. Okay. So yes, so what we're doing here is we're first starting off with setting up a bunch of things in our app delegate here. Pretty much memory manager. What the heck is this thing? What does memory manager do? To do. Create probably single to deal with all the memory stuff? Okay. Oh, this has to do with our user defaults. Yeah. Get from memory. Yeah, so I feel like if anything, what we should do is update our memory from using user defaults to actually using something more legit, like the built-in, oh man, the built-in memory manager that iOS already supports. I forget what it's called. Let's put that as something to do. Something other than user defaults. Yeah. Hey, Halux, any advice to someone just starting with iOS development with Swift UI? Yeah, don't get frustrated. It is really weird at first. But if you're using Swift UI, you're probably going to find things like pretty easy because a lot of it just works. So this app here actually uses a good old storyboard. Man, where is it in here? Yeah. Which we actually, a lot of the views I have have hard-coded constraints and things like that. So it's definitely a very different feel. But yeah, just take it slow. Start with like very simple views, and then start slowly adding in state management to it. It'll be a lot easier for you over the course of your Swift UI time. Okay, cool. So that's something else that we can look at. Let's go back over here. Go back to the app delegate. Yep. So pretty much what we do is we actually have an iOS session manager. So this manager, we can actually see over here. Yeah, this takes in a memory manager as well as a session manager. What does session manager do? I don't remember. What are you doing? Oh, right. This is my singleton. Yes. So this thing has to do with, watch connectivity. So this is another thing. Back in the day when I first started working on this, there's a difference between there's a way to communicate data from your Apple Watch to your iPhone. And so they use this thing called watch connectivity. As you can see up here, it's a library for that sort of interaction. So when the app starts, I would start up the watch connectivity session and activate it, make sure it's there. And then instead of every time we, restart the app, we want to make sure to grab the latest session. And then we can check for things like, is the watch actually available? And if it is, then we can do stuff based on that. Else we actually don't take up compute time to do things. Don't get frustrated too late. I started building my app and ran into a wall, mainly due to my lack of knowledge. Yeah, Alex, if you're familiar with more like the CSS side, like web development type stuff, it's definitely a different thing to get used to. But yeah, I take your time, look at it. You'll get there, promise. Ami. So I have it in picture-in-picture mode. So both screens, or I don't know about the Mac, but I know at least my desktop is running at 2560 by 1440. But when it's in split screen mode, it only runs at 60 hertz. How many subs to get you to write all in Xamarin? 500. My God. My God. But that's what this manager's doing. And pretty much we have a bunch of things like, hey, if this is in dev mode, we do this. If in release mode, we do this. Yada, yada, yada. And then verify device ID from keychain. Oh, man. So when I first wrote this app, I was really nervous to do any sort of back-end stuff. I'm like, I don't know how any of this works. So the way that I do it is I use the actual device ID, and it's actually really cool because you don't have to create an account to use Cycles. You just start the app, and we keep track of everything for you on your device. And the only thing, I do store your cycles in a database somewhere, but that is, it doesn't actually interact with your app solely here. Everything else, it's your device ID, and anytime things have changed, then I can actually say, hey, like you uninstalled the app, like let's start a new thing on here. Oh, nice, Sponge. Yeah, dude, that's a lot of damn files. Wow. And we have this thing here called migrate if need. Oh my God, the name of my functions, dude. These are funny. Migrate if needed. Yeah. So this this function here, since we're doing a bunch of memory locally in the app, we have to have different migration versions because sometimes the model changes, right? So we have this model here. Oh man, where does it check it? Yeah, so it actually goes into memory. We check the migration version, so it's literally just the app version. And if that app version, the migration version of the app changes, then we go in here and we say run migration. So if they are different, then we're going to do run migration, which happens right here. So currently our migration version is 131. So if this ever changes, pretty much it goes through and it checks to see what's in our old cycle and what's in our new cycle, and we go from there. Oh man, we got two redeems for sit stance. Oh baby. No, they're not. Sponge, get out of here. What's up, guy? Welcome. Nice to see you. All right, we're squatting up. We're squatting up. Here we go. Oh yeah, yeah. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. I'm also, my jeans have holes in the knees, so that are ripped, so I can do my squats even better. All right, we're going back down. Squatting it back down. Here we go. Here we go. Woo-wee. Squat, 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 squat. Woo! Thank you. You should send me the 600 for free, Alex, so it can be a third one. Nah, get out of here. Right back to college. Did someone say squats? It's like, squat alert, hello? Alright, now I'm back to class. Appreciate you, B. Thanks for being here. Okay. Yep. So that's the migration stuff. Man. Run clean setup. Yep. Stuff like that. Local notification setup. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we have a definitely a solid amount of stuff in here. iOS constants. We do, I think we should have some sort of server? I do, yes. Okay, let me hide this real quick. I don't know what's actually in here. Oh, apparently nothing? What? Is this just an empty folder? Well, just an empty folder. There's nothing in there, so maybe refactor step number 1. We should probably delete this. Let's go ahead and let's get iTerm open. We can start doing our changes here. Could a mod alter the redemption cost? I don't, not that I know of. Not that I know of. Developments. Oh. Let me make this larger. All right. Documents, CD development. What's this thing even called? I think it's, yeah, CD cycles. CD cycles repos. And then CD cycles dev. Yup. Yeah, oh, so I was working on a release apparently. 134. Okay. I guess, yeah, what would be the next release now that I think about it? What is our next release? 134, I suppose. Okay. Okay, nice. Hey, I'm in shape. Maybe. 1 point redemption. We want it to be torture. CD. Jesus. All right, let's do a little cleanup here first. I don't know what that branch is. Probably don't need it. As I delete it. I don't know what move cycles or move tests. Oh, I know what that is. So I was actually trying to do a. We could probably actually do that one. That would be a fun feature. I had a lot of feedback that people wanted to be able to reorganize their cycles by like holding down and then moving the cycle in the list. That could be a fun one to actually do. Yeah. I think I was using a library for that. Donut. Man, you guys think I look like a donut? Rip, man. Wow. Let's stash this. I don't remember the last time I've ever pulled from this. I am the only one working on this, so okay. It would make sense, but I had to check. I had to check. Okay, cool. That poor Jesus. Yo, CJ, what's up? Welcome. Nice to see you. All right, that looks good. Awesome. Oh yeah, so the first thing was we were deleting this folder because there's nothing in here. So bye. See you later. Let's go over to the main part here. So we can start in the app delegate. There are a lot of things I know I can start breaking out, such as doing like extensions and things like that. Let's see. Yeah, like essentially I'd be down to do a lot of cleanup right now. to get things just like in a better space. 'Cause it seems like things are working properly for iOS 14. I guess the other thing that I would really like to do is actually change the minimum iOS requirement. Instead of it being what, 11? Nah, dude, that's nah. I would say let's just even go to freaking iOS 13, because this unlocks so much for us to do as well. Yeah, we should definitely do that. Sounds good, Sponge. Yeah, we should definitely do that. So that's there. Oh, did that not change the same way? iOS 13. Yeah. iOS 13 is going to be the minimum deployment target that we're going to be hitting for this. I don't know if we need to change it for anything else. Oh, deployment target. Man, what are we at now? What's the Apple Watch equivalent of iOS 14? Or iOS 13? Apple Watch version for iOS 13. Oh, watchOS 6? Thanks for the lurk, Dynamite. Have a good one. Yeah, Aaron, I think it's watchOS 6. I think you're right. Watch 7 is compatible with Series 3. And then upgrading to watchOS 7 requires an iPhone 6 related and running iOS 14. Yes. Yeah, you're right. So let's do watchOS 6. Unless someone starts complaining to me about, hey, I want it on my older device, then we'll change it back. Yeah, but I don't think that's the case. iOS 13 is pretty well adopted at this point. And it just gives us like, it'll give us some more fancy stuff as we go about doing it. Awesome. So that is good there. Yeah, let's start with our app delegate and just start working on extensions. So you can see I already started doing some extensions here. We're just gonna create a new folder. Oh, called app delegate. No, my God, can I not read today? Here we go. We're gonna do app delegate. And then, yeah, we'll just create a new file in here for app delegate. And this thing is going to be for, I think we're gonna need to do it for notifications. Yeah, I'd rather keep those in, yeah, all notification stuff. And then, yeah, everything else we can keep in here. So we're gonna create a new file here, and this is just gonna be called Swift file. We're gonna call this app delegate plus notifications, and this will only be for cycles. Yes, cool. And really, all we have to do is do extension app delegate, and inside this guy, yeah, I haven't been keeping up to date too much with like some of the new improvements of watchOS, though I know that you can now have standalone apps in watchOS, which is essentially what I wanted for this app to begin with, which is really funny to me. But yeah, let's start with one here. Pretty much we're just gonna move these over to the extensions. And so, yeah, this is to receive notification. What's the problem here? Oh, I probably need to, yeah, import user notifications here as well. Invalid redeclaration of, oh, I didn't delete it. Yes, so we need to remove now that thing. It's Did receive user notification center. Did receive. Yeah, okay. So we can delete this, and that should hopefully be good to go. Yeah, buddy, looking good. Are you still complaining though? Okay, nice. So in this thing here, we are doing mark. This will be did receive handler. Awesome. Yeah, so the first thing I do is I come in here and alert cycle ID. Oh right, so the alert, the really cool thing about this is when we send out a notification, I attach some metadata to it that is the actual cycle ID. So that cycle ID, we convert it to a string because user info. Oh man, where can I find the reference for you all here? Oh, I'm trying to think where I could have put this. I don't really remember. Maybe in utilities? Checkpoint actions? I actually don't remember. I can like see the code in my mind, but I can't remember like where I've actually put it. If I just look for cycle ID, so now I'm really curious where I put this thing. Add cycle view controller utilities. Oh, it's this one. Yes. Okay. So right here we have this thing. This right here is a lot. I don't remember how big this thing is. Okay, not as big as I thought it was. Because I think I broke it up. But at one point, I think I had this file up to like 1,000 or 1,200 lines. There's a lot of stuff. But essentially, generate notification is what creates the actual notification that gets scheduled later on. So you can do this thing where you can create a user info list. And so you'll see here cycle ID as a string. But the user info list is just a dictionary at this point. And it's of type string any. And the reason why it's like that is because we have string, but then we also have this ring image index, which is used for Apple Watch as well. And this is just a number, I believe. At that point, we need that for Apple Watch. But yeah, so that's where we get that data there. And so if we go over here, we're grabbing that here. So guard let, and then log to Crashlytics. We should go to logger. Create logger class. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess we can do that too. We did that for Groovy. We can add that to the list of things that we can potentially work on. Pretty much this has to do with the Crashlytics stuff, right? We need to create logger class, yeah. But yeah, pretty much it just goes, it'll either log to Crashlytics or it will print locally for us, and we just have a formatter set up for it. So literally all you do is pass in your message, which is good. I realized you created the Discord on December 16, 2017, and I joined it originally on January 10th, 2018. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, man, it's crazy looking back, huh? It's been a long time. We've been through a lot of stuff in the past few years. Yeah, it's crazy. Cool. So we get our cycle ID. Make sure the data is actually populated. So we go to our cycle array, and pretty much what we're doing is we're getting our cycle array from our memory. and we're converting it. We're going to check to see if it is of type cycle array. Phone cycle array. Oh yeah, so I was actually managing two different array sets, one for iOS and one for watchOS. I don't know if that's changed where I don't have to do that anymore. That would be nice, but yeah, there was issues doing that, unfortunately. But yeah, so if we go in here, get from memory, find the cycle we are looking for. So we get our pending notifications, and we say populate alerts dictionary, receive pending alerts. Oh, man. A comment. This is probably from a stream. That is crazy. Lumiere. I wonder if Lumiere is around. I see. Okay, yeah, so we get all of our notifications from our notifications library. So these are all the ones that are just pending currently, waiting to be sent. And if there is one here, we check to see what it's running. So pretty much it's the response that comes back, the action identifier. We check to see what was pressed. So you can press complete action, snooze, or mute. Or dismiss, and then based off of those, then we run our fanciness here. So let's go ahead and take a look at our complete checkpoint action. Did you give GitHub CLI a look at? No, I haven't, Sponge. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, it should be cool though, I'm sure. Excuse me. Yeah, so complete action, we just go through here. Oh yeah, man, dude, so much craziness with this stuff here. And like, so this right here actually has a callback on it, which is interesting. So technically this is asynchronous, but I'm not really... Yeah, I'm just completing the handler without even awaiting some of these things, which is probably not ideal. What's up, Brainless? Oh, been using it for a few days? Nice. Oh, man. Okay, cool. Folks, give me 1 second. I gotta go grab my fan from my room real quick. I will be right back. Give me 1 minute. Thanks. Alright, sorry about that. Yes, I put on some pants, of course. That'd be so weird. It'd be so weird right now. I guess this could be a cool like first refactor point for us, maybe. Yeah, so we know at this point complete checkpoint actually goes in this thing, and it actually does a asynchronous call at this point, right? So I think what we can end up doing is pretty much saying, let's see, where does this thing actually live? Oh, it lives in here. Yeah, so you see it has this callback here. How do I want to do this? Mhm. So pretty much what we have to do is we have to wait for this thing to finish. Right? We wait for this thing to finish. Did finish check. And if did finish check, we do this, else we don't do anything. Especially weird after the squats. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Nasty. Nasty. Did finish check, yeah. Let's look some stuff up. I'm not really sure. Let's do Swift and Promises. Like I don't really remember how this works. Instead of callback Kelly, you create a concise chain of functions, blah blah blah. Response data, completion, blah. Swift code, yep, so this is a regular, this does your thing. Pyramid of brackets, yes, we did. Yeah, this is pretty nasty. Spring and promises. This is what the previous Swift code example now looks like. Are promises built into Swift though? I don't remember. I don't. Or do you have to bring in a library for promises? Like. Yeah, oh, there is a thing, Promise Kit. It is an extension. I do feel as though this probably makes sense to bring in. Yeah, honestly, I would be so down to do this. Promise Kit. I mean, yeah, this thing has 12.9 thousand stars. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to bring this in. I think this can clean up a lot of our code because I have a bunch of stuff like this. Which I would love to get rid of. So this is bring in promise kit and update all the things. Okay, cool. So yeah, quick start. Target, change me. What? So Promise Kit 6, 5, and 4 support Xcode 8, 9, 10, Swift 3, blah blah blah, development snapshots. Okay. Wait, does this not work in Xcode 12? That's what we're on, right? What are we on? Yeah, we're on Xcode 12. Okay. Oh, that'd be sad. I think we should be okay. What's up, Zammy? Are you using Dark Reader? Oh no, this is actually from Stylus. It's just GitHub Dark theme from Stylus. Yeah. Doesn't work with the latest version? I don't know. They don't mention it here at least. It says 8.39 and above and 10. But I mean, they skipped a whole version. That doesn't seem. And this was updated like 22 days ago in some files, so I feel like they just forgot to update the README potentially. I mean, Xcode 12 did just like come out fairly recently. I like this firstly compact. Wow, there's probably a lot of like really fancy stuff here too. All right, I guess let's try bringing it in. Let's just see what happens. 6.8 seems like to be the stable version. So we got to go to our pod file. Rup. Check this issue. Try it out and add it to the README if it works. Yo, Brainless. There you go. Not a bad call out. Not a bad call out. Dart is nifty. Hey. I don't want to talk about it, right? Dart is pretty nifty though. Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, there's probably going to be a couple things here that have changed in the underlying API. Yeah, no, this is good. It seems like they fixed the issue anyways. Yeah, it looks like the underlying API they were using was just kind of weird. But yeah, thanks for the share though. Pod file. Oh man. Yeah, I do have some stuff here already that I've added. Put this here for you all. Yeah, so for cycles, how's platformer saying, what, 13? Yeah, we use Swifty, keychain wrapper, Swifty GIF, this progress ring, some Lodi. Yeah, we use a solid amount of stuff in here. The open source world is good. Alright, cool. So let's go back over here, and this was Pod Promise, beep, 6.8. And then we should just be able to do Ponsol. Oh, thanks, Sponge. Chabix, have you ever used Flutter before? I started to learn it, bought a course. I really love it so far. Nice. Yeah, we have done some Flutter. I would say it definitely was. It was a pretty good time. At least for the small project that I worked on. I realized I actually have not put up on GitHub yet. I should probably do that this week. But yeah, in general, yeah, it is good. It's a cool little library to work with. Dart is nifty. Yes. All right, so when we add a new pod, we do pod install. That will actually go and pull the latest pods from our pod file and bring them into our library. Pod is kind of like Node or NPM. It's just a package manager that we use to bring in third-party libraries and things like that. Cool. See you, Sponge. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we're gonna do that. That is good. While that goes, that might take a bit of time. Yes, but essentially what we can do here is we can start utilizing promise stuff. At this point, I wonder if we can just turn this thing into a promise. So turn this into a promise. And on resolve, run the handler. Something like that, really. Yeah, so you can see here it's installing Promise Kit, and that is it. So usually what I like to do is restart Xcode because that can get a bit annoying sometimes. Nice. All right. Oops. Let's get it. So how do we use this thing? Always lurking, happy to just watch. I appreciate you, Conformer. Thanks for being here, my friend. No worries at all. Yeah, hang out with me. Do your own work. Yeah, I love it. I'm all for people hanging out and us just chilling together, you know? Oh no. NDI, don't do this to me. Okay. Alright, cool. So how do we get started then with this? So getting started. Here's a typical promise chain. Firstly, do a thing, dot then, creds, blah. If this code used completion handler, it would look like this. Yes, that looks ugly AF. Okay. Then and done, that makes sense. How do I... Yeah, so you can do a lot of stuff with like loading animators and things like that, which is really cool. Making promises, yes. Okay, so the standard extensions, let me go ahead and make this larger for you so you can see it. The standard extensions will take you a long way, but sometimes you'll still need to start chains of your own. Maybe you're using a third-party API that doesn't provide promises, or perhaps you wrote your own asynchronous system. Either way, it's easy to add a promise. If you look at the code of the standard extensions, you'll see that it uses the same approach described below. Let's see the following method. So this is what we currently have. How do we convert the promise? Well, it's easy. It just returns literally promise string. Beautiful. And then it's literally like JavaScript, which is freaking great. Yeah, this is awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and import promise kit. Okay. And I think what we're going to do is we are going to pretty much say func complete checkpoint, and we're going to start adding async to these, taking in the same stuff here, these things, and then I like to do actually for cycle, and then we can say promise. What do I want to return with this promise? I think really, oh, I guess we can do did finish check. I guess it's not really that. Honestly, it can just be I think it can just be a void promise. Like, we just want to know if this thing resolves. We don't really need to return a value with it. Void? Yeah, okay. Awesome. So at that point, then we do that. Then we can say return promise. And pretty much, yeah, I think that's all we need to do. And then at that point, we just do a resolve. Yeah, I see. Okay, so they just do a resolve on that. So pretty much, we can then take this work. So let's start with this. Oh, do we still have to do that here? Yeah, okay, we do. I see. So we're not really passing in anything here. Or I guess we could, if we really wanted to. I think I'm just going to pass in promise. Promise.in. Or promise in. So it would be pretty much let memory manager, we do this thing here. Oh, and this is wrong. This is complete checkpoint. Yeah, I'm hoping with the logger that we can actually we can change it to just hook up to another logging library. Oh, yeah, it should be on Sponge. I can't wait to have my mic fixed. I don't know what to do with it because what it's on currently, it won't allow me to connect it to anything, so I don't know how to like set it up, you know, which kind of sucks. So life goes on though, I suppose. Cool. And then we have this thing, cycles reset check. So this is our big check that we need to do. That needs to be asynchronous. So we have to change that as well. Don't you have mods just to come over and hold it in place? If I can get them out here, I would ask them to do it. You just see their hands like this, holding it. And then another one would be fanning me on the side as well. 100%, that's how it'd be. Don't tell them I told you that. Hopefully they're not here anymore. Maybe Aaron's here, but shh. Alright, so cycle reset check. We're going to go ahead and do the same deal here. Func cycle reset check async gasp. And this thing is going to, yeah, we don't have to do anything here. It's great. We just do a promise that returns a bool right here. I heard you. No! Rip. Aaron. Don't say that. Don't be mad, please. And then in this thing, we're just going to return the promise object here. And then pretty much just do promise in and do this. Do you have a mixer that you use with your other mic via XLR cable? I don't know what's going on with the mic. It's pretty quiet, but I've heard you mentioned it a few times over the past week. Yeah, so that other mic is actually just USB connection, and I'm not using. I'm actually using my headset mic this time around. So yeah, I try to make the headset mic as good as I can. Hopefully it's okay. But yeah, clip it for future reference. We might need to use it against someone. Yeah, maybe so, Sponge. Yeah, maybe. Why does your mic sound like crap? Exclamation point mic. Alright, so we essentially just grab all this logic here. Really straightforward. Cool. So let memory manager, we start here. Check to see if it's a new day. Alright, do new day check. And then here we actually do promise.resolve with false. Nice, man. Easy. Wait, what? There's no resolve? What do you mean? Promise. Oh, result bool? What's a result bool? What is this thing? Does an enum declaration of this? I mean, can I just pass in false? So the seal object that the promise initializer provides to you defines many methods for handling garden variety completion handlers. It even covers a variety of rare situations, thus making it easy for you to add promises to existing code base. Oh, when's the next podcast? So the next podcast is October 3rd, right? Yeah, October 3rd. And it's with Matt, Dr. Dynamite. Yeah. Dr. Dynamite, we're talking about imposter syndrome in the tech community. Yeah. Yeah, Brainless, good call. Good call. Yeah, I have looked at it. The so the mic I have is a um Node, a Rode NT USB mic, and it's literally plug and play, and it sounds incredible for what it is. Um, so I probably won't be getting a new mic for some time. Whenever he gets his mic sorted out. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, Rode. It's a good mic. I got it as a gift 2 years ago, and it's been great so far. So it sucks to see that it's like just breaking. Though the warranty team seems to be pretty cool with everything, which is nice. Man, I'm kind of so does that mean I have to do is it promise? I can just do resolve here maybe? Though I don't really understand because I don't think that's just gonna yeah, like we have to pass in some result thing. Hmm. Oh, it resolves problems with the provide value or error. I wonder if we can just use this. So false, and then our error is no. We don't have any error. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's an interesting implementation of that. Cool. So at this point, we can basically say, hey, this thing. Oh, this is actually a reject, right? No, this is just checking to see if it's a new day. Okay, so this is fine. This is all good. Or maybe this actually is kind of bad, because this get from memory. If date came back as nil from memory, that's not good. We actually don't want that. It's actually a bad time. So problem shot reject. I mean, I guess we can do an actual error object here. Wow, an actual error object, eh? How do I even make one of these things? Uh, I don't even know how to make an error object in Swift. Let's see. Swift, custom error. Our custom error message is what I'm looking for. We don't need anything crazy. We just need to add our error message there. So, my error for a second. Okay. Oh, error description. It's a look. Ah, man. Yeah, I don't know about any of these types in Swift, so I gotta figure them out. Errors are represented by the values of types that conform to the error protocol. Yup. Okay. That's not really helping me. Yeah, so something like this. Localized description. So do I just create a new error object and then set a localized description maybe? Maybe that's the way we do it then here. So this would be let error. Oh god. Oh, I see. I guess I don't. Nothing comes up here as I would have thought. I thought you could just create, like in JavaScript, something very similar. So I guess I do have to create my own enum in a sense. Runtime error. Okay. I mean, I guess we probably should create something along these lines. Oh, okay. Let's just put this then in here. So we have this shared folder. We're just going to create a new file here called, let's call it like error types or something. Might as well get fancy, right? Might as well get fancy with it. And we probably put that in WatchKit as well. Or WatchKit extension. Create. And then really it's just enum. What type of errors we want to do for this thing. Yeah, I guess runtime error makes sense. Error types. We'll just call this enum. So they call it like that. We'll call this generic. Actually, we should probably put this as part of checkpoint action errors. Yeah, there we go. Makes a lot more sense, right? And then we can just do a mark here. Checkpoint action errors. Nice. And then we can say, yeah, runtime error, and we just pass in some string. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. And then throw my error.runtime error. Nice. So we can do then here, checkpoint errors dot runtime error, and then we pass in the string. Oops. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. That was a really cool error type there. So the reason why we did all that again was because this reject here needs an error type to be passed into it. And so all we're doing now is we've created a new error type here called checkpoint action errors. And we just have runtime error where we pass in a message that will be added into the actual error type itself. Looking back at your old code, reckon you had learned it well, or were you far off a good practice of building? Yeah, it's a great question, Sponge. So looking back, I don't think this is like god awful. Like it's obviously there's a lot of things that could be improved. Um, and there's a lot more like Swifty things that I could do to probably make this better. But overall, like I'm happy with it. I haven't done iOS in so long that I feel like this is a good kind of practice back into it of cool, like let's actually, you know, try to make things proper. So like I like this promise library a lot. This is actually gonna be really useful in future stuff for me. Um, but yeah, and then like I mean, we just created error types. Like that's probably a pretty common thing in most languages that you should do, right? But yeah, I think overall could be better. But I am actually like not. I'm not insanely disappointed in the old code, to put it that way. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna reject here. So, oh wait, I don't think reset flag. I'm trying to see. So we get our reset flag. We do need this for our next thing here, but I don't think this is an actual error. Where do we put reset flag? Let's take a look real quick. So I'm trying to see, trying to figure out this would actually, like we should crash the app or like throw an error, or if we should, not crash it, but like, you know, notify that this was an error or this is expected. Like I have this here too. Yeah, no, this, I mean, this is definitely probably something we should say, hey, like there's something wrong here. Because at this point, this should be added. I mean, this should be. Yeah, there should be this reset flag here. I don't understand why there wouldn't be at this point. Yeah. Cool. You played a card, maybe a preamp would be a good idea for you in the for the future. Yeah, yeah, it would be cool. I've been thinking about a lot of that stuff lately. It'd be a lot of fun, honestly. It's been a while. I would like to get more into it, but I think audio setup would be really cool in general. My audio setup has always been like slightly lacking, so. But that's also another world that I have no idea about. I need to get into more for sure. Okay, so this is our first, yeah, our first check. So this will be promise.resolve. This will be true, and then our error, we don't have an error. Oh, you know what we could do, I suppose, is we could actually just, our resolve can pass in, we don't necessarily have to reject it. We can actually just pass in, since we were returning false before, we just do promise, we say false, and then we pass in our error. Yeah, we can totally do that. This makes sense. Wait, what? Oh, or resolve. Yeah, let's do this. I think this is a better scenario for us because it's like, it's not technically like we should be concerned, but we should be a little concerned. You know, it's one of those things. Oh, I see. Okay. Nice. Yeah, thanks, Sponge. Yeah, I'll probably be a little bit before I do that, but yeah, that it would be cool to get more into that sort of style of things. Cool. And so this right here, this is the big issue with a lot of the work that we were doing before. The dispatch queue is essentially the thread handler for iOS. Basically, we're telling it, hey, this was a user-initiated action, but let's go ahead and find a thread that is open for us to use, and we can do it asynchronously. So this can go in here. It's going to actually run, because we don't want this to run on the main thread. We want this to run in the background. And once this starts running, we actually run our actual reset cycles, which again is another callback. So we should also change reset cycles to not be that. Change to promise. Yeah. And then at this point, we can then do our beep. Promise resolve. Promise resolve here. Easy. And then also, yeah, no reset needed. We can promise resolve with true. So this will do it for us here, which is great. But we should totally change this as well. Or I'm sorry, the reset cycle stuff. But before we get to that, we should make sure that we update these properly, because we're gonna have to go through and update all the functions at that point. So check reset or cycle reset check async is now going to be called. What happened here? Good. Yes, cycle reset check async. We don't need to pass in anything here, right? And so what we can do is dot then, right? Thenable. So we can say, I guess what's the next suggestion at that point? Okay, so since prompts go, we have provided guarantee assembler and class of promise. Oh, I guess that's not what we're looking for. So making a promise. So promise kit extensions. We made promise kit. We understand that we want to use only promises to implement asynchronous behavior. So wherever possible, we offer extensions to Apple's APIs that reframe the API in terms of promises, for example. Finally, or firstly, do blah, dot then, location in there, and then done if we set some stuff here. So I think we should follow this sort of pattern, right? So I wonder if we can do, firstly, yeah, nice. Firstly, we're just gonna do cycle reset async. Oops. So firstly, cycle reset async, that's gonna happen in there. Do I need to do dot promise or? No, this is already a prompt. This already returns a promise, right? Yeah, that's what we just did. Okay, and then we can do dot then on that thing. And then this is going to be the flag did finish check. Oops. Did finish check in. And if that did happen, then we can run this thing. Oh. Oh. Cool. Let's just grab all this anyways, throw it in here. Holy cow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Like that probably in itself deserves a refactor. So you're saying doing it like this? Or do I not have the extension? Yeah, I like this firstly stuff. I think this makes sense. Ra-ta-ta-ta-ra. I might have missed something here. So promises are only useful as an asynchronous task they represent. Thus, we have converted almost all of Apple's API's promises. The default CocoaPod provides promises and extensions for Foundation and UIKit. The other extensions are available as a pod file. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Hey, Dr. A, what's up? Welcome. Oh, I see. So they've, wow, that's actually pretty dope. So they've hooked into things like MapKit and Core Location. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, nice. I need to blame you. I am now full on inside Apple. First iPhone, I have a MacBook Pro as a work device. Oopsie. My bad. Let's try this. Hey, it's a nice ecosystem, you know what I mean? What's next? I don't know. What is next? What do you got going for you next? I wonder if I do this. Core promise? I guess before I do that, let me check this out real quick. This isn't playing nicely, this firstly thing, which I'm kind of confused about. Oh, I guess first we're also in the wrong spot. We should be doing this. Should be doing this in the new function. My first ever experience with OS 10 so far, really like it. Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I mean, I think overall OS 10's it's pretty nice, you know? It does all the things. And then for me at least, it's just like the integration with like my phone, my watch. I guess like if I had an iPad too, that'd be cool. I just think it's super seamless. So that's why it's hard to like get out of that ecosystem, right? Like even if I wanted to start using an Android device or like a Windows machine, it's hard. One, it's so integrated with each other. It's where they get you. Okay, so for this thing again, we're calling cycle, or I wanted to do final, or firstly. So I have this thing, so I think I can just call execute on cycle reset check async like that. Right? This should just work. Dot then, or am I wrong? Because here, I mean, here they have firstly, so I don't really understand what I'm missing here. Like they do it like this, and then they do cycle reset check, which is thenable, right? Yeah. Oh, this is not, this needs to be async. Yup. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, now that works? Okay, weird. I don't know what I did differently this time, but I'll take it. So firstly, yeah, so it calls this thing, and then it goes, did finish check. So what's the difference between like then and done in their scenario here? Let's take a look at that. Oh, so then goes completion like do this. Then is just another way to structure completion handlers, but it's also quite a bit more. This initial stage of our understanding, it helps readability. The promise chain above is easy to scan and understand. One asynchronous operation leads into another line by line. It's also close to a procedural code. So done is the same as then, but you cannot return a promise. It's typically the end of the success part of the chain. Yep, I see. Makes sense. So, I mean, pretty much firstly, and then we can just do it done here. Done in like that. Yep, and pretty much, yeah, pretty much since we finished, what do we need to do? We can now, since we're in this promise, so we called this promise to do this, and then yeah, we're now doing this. We can say promise.resolve, and this is it. We can just resolve with this thing here. Yo, Martin, what's up? Exo is surprisingly nice AD. Looks kind of similar to IntelliJ and other JetBrains products. Yeah, Xcode has come a long way. My friend. Welcome in, by the way. Creative, what's up? Yeah, new mic. Yep. Oh, thanks, Sponge. Hey, thanks for making the command. Who made the command? Thank you. Oh, that was my old command. Rip. Oh. Yeah, my Rode mic is kind of trashed right now. I was like, wait, who made that? I forgot I made that a long time ago. Oh. I guess I can just resolve with nil. It's kind of weird because this returns a void. Returns nothing. I don't really like that. I wish I could just do this. That'd be kind of nifty. Is it gonna let me? Nah, it's gonna be like, what the hell is that thing? I'm not sure why, but on Windows I was using all apps full screen. On Mac I somehow don't feel that I should full screen something. Yeah, it's weird, Dr. A. I wouldn't full screen it. It just, well, so when you full screen it, it actually takes up, I guess it does on Windows too. I don't know. It feels different in Mac OS to full screen for sure. This is the best mic ever. Never upgrade. Thanks, Demon. Bill, don't laugh at me. Come on. No, this is not Flutter. Wait, that's not JavaScript. What is going on? You're Sponge, why are you hating, bro? Damn. Ambiguous use of resolve? The heck you mean? Because it's nil. What does that? Why? Why? Like, why? Fulfill? Fulfills the promise. What the heck is fulfill? Oh, I guess it kind of does make sense for us to do a dot then and then done, because technically we're not done. We have to do a bunch of processing, right? Dot then. Let's take, what is this thing here? Yeesh. Yeah, now we gotta do all this crap. Probably should go over this a little bit as well. Boom! Look at that. Boom! Look at Nice. It says 2 weeks of Flutter. Oh, we already did 2 weeks of Flutter. The next goal, yeah, it's when we get to 200, we'll do another 2 weeks of Flutter. We reached our first goal. If we get to 200 by the end of September, we'll do another 2 weeks of Flutter. You are my monitor, man. You keep saying it takes me a half hour to put something in the trash bin. It feels better? Yeah. It's nice to have multiple monitors. Yeah, a good call, Sponge. Yeah, I use Rectangle as well. It's really awesome. And 200 squats. I don't want to talk about the damn squats, alright? I get it. I get it. I'm going to do 200 squats. Ah! But yes, 200 squats as well. 6 shirt. Oh, yo, thanks, man. Yeah, yo, if you haven't, check out the boys right here. Here's the logo. Reflections. Yeah, check them out. Great band. Have some great merch too. I had 2 4K monitors, just too much. One of them was just sitting there pretty idling. God. Yeah, creative. We have the squats as well. Heck yeah, band merch. Yo, they're great. Check them out for real. They're like a sub-genre of metal, I would say. So if you're into that type of music, definitely check them out. Really, really good stuff. So like, why aren't you not working now? So we had firstly, right? Okay. First execute is unused. So dot. If I did dot then, like this, and it's some val. It doesn't like the then here. I don't know. I don't really know why. Oh, is it because I don't finish up with a done? Is this why? Or maybe I have to go just straight to done. Some val. It worked great with just this. Worked fantastic. Yeah, oh, I see. So maybe it has to follow the chain, or it says, yeah, or you're not actually using it correctly. Yeah, I mean, at the done point, we are returning just another promise, which should hopefully be fine. Okay. Finishing complete action. Nice doctorate. Okay, so at this point, remove awaiting action flag. We take our cycle, we do this thing here. What do you mean? It's used right here. I'm gonna remove this. So I had some work to do some like fancy notification badge stuff, but I think this was supposed to be release 1 beta 121. Oh god, I think it's time to say bye to that. We are not going to be doing that. Remove badge logic stuff. Yeah. It just shames me later on. Yeah, that was something I wanted to do for a long time. I ran into so many issues with it that I was like, screw it, man. It's just not gonna happen. But okay, so we did finish check, and this is supposed to be complete checkpoint. Complete checkpoint to finish check, finishing complete action, remove awaiting action flag, so it's not awaiting anymore. This is the final notification for snooze. If snooze state equals 1, generate and schedule the next notification. This potentially might need to be async. And then set the snooze back to 0. Cool. So in cycles, you have an option to snooze the notification, dismiss it completely. So snoozing will essentially tell it to, come back in 5. I think I have it for 7 minutes is the interval right now. And then dismissing will just completely skip that checkpoint and go send the next notification in the next hour. Yeah. Increment our count, so our snooze count here. If it isn't, we already don't have a snooze count. And then here it's generate our next notification for snooze. So we have final snooze and snooze here. That's great. Okay, and then we find this here, and this is... Oh, here. Oh, I overwrite that cycle in our phone index array. Okay. Alright. And then save to user memory. Dynamic badge. See you later. Yeah. So the reason why we say this to memory is so our Apple Watch can start using it as well. Yeah, our cycle array. Yeah, so save to user memory and send to Apple Watch is really what's happening here. Add some warning event, huh? So if did finish check, then we can do promise.resolve. Can I just do void? And nil? Yeah? You gonna let me resolve like that? Type is ambiguous without more context. I don't... Oh! Is it because I have to do a weak self here? Probably, right? Yeah, I think this might be why. Yeah, since this is in another scope here, oh man, where do I put weak self? Weak self. Yeah, it is before. Yeah, it's always before here, right? Or do I have to put it... do it like that? Do a... comma, maybe? I do feel like this was the way to go. Oh, but maybe instead of passing in self, we pass in promise? So weak promise. Expected separator. No. So pretty much what's happening here is we are in a promise at this larger scope. And then inside that thing, we call our asynchronous task. So cycles reset check, async. It happens, and then at that point, once it completes, we do did finish check, and we rerun this thing here. I don't really know what this means. Result of call to done on flags is unused. I don't know what this on flags thing. But essentially, what I want to do is once this is all done, we should be able to then resolve with our promise once more here, right? Did fulfill just work, or did we have errors? No, this was good. Okay. So what is fulfill? Swift looks so strange, no semicolons. Oh, so in our JavaScript app, Groovy, I also don't use semicolons. I have it set up to not use semicolons. Yeah, you get used to it. Oh, here we go. Fulfill. Yeah, nothing here. So does this just fulfills the promise? So like, that's just it. That's just all about it. Okay. All right. I guess we could resolve with some stuff. Calfe! Cheers. Thanks for the coffee, friend. Salute. Salute. Awesome. So at that point we would fulfill. And then at this point we could reject, right? And so here we probably want to go to our error type, so we have runtime error. Let's do case complete action error. We'll also just pass in a string here, and then we can do error. Oh wait, what is this thing called? Checkpoint action errors. Nice. Yep. I know, it's definitely different for sure. There are no tests. Actually, are there tests in here? I think I might have started writing some. Nice. I somewhat started writing some. I wrote all these helpers. Did these have any tests? Oh, they do. Yo, okay. Yo, I actually wrote some tests. Damn. This project though. Wow. I was ahead of myself here. I'm genuinely surprised I actually wrote tests for this too. I wrote them in 2019 though. This app was released in like 2017, I think. 2016. Let's go, Alec. All right. I guess that means we got to update our tests too as we make changes because everything's going to break. Hey, tests. Yeah, we got him. All right. What does this mean? Alex, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the team, my friend. Glad to have you. I worked on a project that had no tests. I asked my senior engineer why no tests, and he said the users are the test cases. I'm going to be honest with you. Essentially, all personal projects I work on, I don't write tests. And that's mainly because I would rather just build the thing, see what happens, and then if something actually sticks, maybe I'll go back and write tests. But I feel like it slows development time down with what I'm working on, so everyone has their opinions on it. Tests are important, definitely, but I think it depends on what you're working on at the end of the day. Hey, what's up, K-Merc? Nah, we're not doing any test-driven development, but we did find out that I wrote tests. I wrote like a fair amount of tests in this app already. Jimmy Professor, thanks for the follow. Welcome. So using even the example build generates compiler warning. Is this expected behavior? Closing the issue, it is caused by calling function not returning the promise. Oh, we documented in 4 places that it's expected, including our troubleshooting guide that is linked. Okay. Check your handler. Oh, return? Dot then must return a promise and you're trying to return something else. What you really want is map. Specify closure parameters and return type. Interesting. A week of test-driven development building would be an interesting one. That actually would. That does sound like something that could be quite useful and interesting. I would like to see how I would fare with something like that. 100%. My main issue with tests is what I'm really testing for. Unless it's a known problem, then sure, but it's kind of hard to figure out when you're building something unknown. Yeah, but it's, if you think of it more as along the lines of, the reason why you write a test is to make sure that your one piece of logic is going to give you the same result every single time. That's really the biggest like reason for it. You don't really need to write a test to like, you shouldn't write a test because a bug happened, right? You should find the bugs because of your test. How many channel points do you need to give you to write tests? Write a test. I don't know. I have no idea. Tom from work. Hey Tom, what's up? Nice to see you. Welcome to the team. Glad to have you. I didn't know you, Tom. We're coworkers. I didn't realize that you came to my Twitch streams. But nice to see you, Tom. Welcome. You try to redeem it, but it'll never work because he's never tested properly. Sure. All right, Sponge. All right. Yeah, maybe that's something we can do. Yeah, Brainless, that's Brainless and Sponge. Good idea. Good idea. I'm afraid. I would be afraid too. Yeah, exactly. Yep. That's exactly right, Brainless. I want to get into it, but somehow seems to take so much time. Well, so like the argument around test-driven development is you essentially write all your logic in the test, right? So you're already done with writing that piece of code. You just add a test on top of it to make sure it works. But at that point, essentially, you should be done with the logic for that piece. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah, Tom, nice to see you, man. Folks, like I was saying, I do have to head out a bit early today for a work meeting, but appreciate you all being here today. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, this is kind of, I don't know what I had planned for us for probably this week of streams. I don't know, just playing around, trying to get back into Swift. This Promise Library stuff is a lot of fun. So I hope to continue going here. Hey, Silence, it's been a while. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, sorry that you just got here. So perfect timing. Awesome, Brainless. Yeah, thanks for being here, my friend. Appreciate you. Folks, if you are new to the stream and you've liked what you saw, drop a follow. Love to have you back. I do 3 programming streams a week, and every other Saturday we do a game stream, and we also do a programming stream, or a podcast stream, excuse me. If you're interested in checking out our podcast, thanks, Sponge. Yeah, right there. We have it on YouTube and also major podcast providers. We had just put up our 3rd episode with Krasenstein, if you've ever seen him here on Twitch, another awesome a game developer here. We talked to him about how to create your own development studio, which was really great. Yeah, there you're creative. Yeah, but yeah, thanks for hanging out. And again, we do have an awesome Discord. Feel free to go check it out. Showcase your projects, ask questions, get help from others, and yes, meet some new people. We got some good people in there. So thanks for hanging out today. I'm excited to see you all again on Thursday with all this fanciness we got going here. All right, who should we raid today, eh? Who should we raid today, eh? We always like to throw a nice little raid. Oh, this looks kind of cool. This guy, I've never seen him before. Eric Cherensky. Intro to Programming, Java Loops. That looks kind of fun. Yeah. Folks, let's grab this raid message. Let's show Eric some love. See you around, Silence. I hope to catch you next time. Sorry that sorry I couldn't catch you this time around. Salute y salutes. Salute y salutes. Yes, hope to catch you next time. Folks, have a great one. Thank you for being here. Creative Noel, nice to see you. Loops! Oh, I guess we should probably actually do the raid, right? Fruit Loops. That's, I spelled it wrong? Oh, it's 2 C's. Yeesh. Hop onto the raid. Let's show Eric some love. Thank you again for hanging out, folks. More iOS development to come later this week. Don't forget to be here. Don't miss it. It's going to be a time. We're going to do the things. It's going to be crazy. If only I learned how to test my spelling before I wrote things. That's an interesting problem. Anyways, salutes everybody. Let's show Eric some love. Thanks for being here. Catch you all on Thursday. Have a good rest of your day. Peace. Bye, B. See ya.